Greetings everyone, it's IT2 back again with another massive book haul. The yard sale I told you about that didn't have anything yesterday. Apparently it's just night and day between Thursday and Friday, because Thursday they're still setting stuff up. I guess some early birds, they can get there and maybe poke around, but like all the stuff's still in the boxes, it's still in the totes. And today I didn't see anything for a long time. It's kind of a funny story. I got to this one place and I hit jackpot. So here's what happened. Also, you can kind of tell, but when you go to a yard sale, I'm learning, there's a lot of people that do this thing where they buy storage units, like Pawn Stars or something, and then they get a bunch of crap. It's not even really that, though, because they have stuff that's it's like bulk merchandise. It's like the one lady, she has this whole thing of just socks, and somebody else has a whole big tote full of packaged underwear and stuff from dollar store type places. It's like they've just bought loads and loads of stuff and then they sell it for half of what they paid for it or something. Or I'm guessing maybe they didn't pay for it. Maybe they stole it. Maybe it fell off the back of a truck. I don't know. So I just kind of call these people resellers or junk resellers. I don't even know how they get the junk. But if you go to somebody's actual house and then see the stuff that they're selling out of their garage, then it's kind of better chance of finding books. And you can also tell if it's a waste of time, because if you see a place that has a bunch of mechanic stuff, one place had a whole bunch of tires and headlights and stuff, oh, this guy's he's mechanically inclined. He doesn't read books. No, that's right. Every time. But then sometimes you'll see books and it'll be just a woman. The woman in the house is the only one that reads. So you'll see shitloads of fucking Nora Roberts and Jude Devereaux and romance crap. Or you'll see somebody was a huge conservative Republican and they have all these Bill O'Reilly books and Fox News stuff and books that that kind of person would buy. Or who's that one dude that tried to start his own city? He had a book. Glenn Beck. A lot of Glenn Beck out there. I saw one Ayaan Hirsi Ali from somebody. Wow, that's interesting. You kind of learn about people what their lives are like from the yard sale stuff. And it also could be if somebody has books that are popular, that are good, that they wouldn't sell them because they realize their value. You're not going to see Brandon Sanderson on a fucking yard sale because everybody knows who he is. So, but I did find this one place. First place I went to. Let me go through these four, because these ones, they were there's this little town. I had to park at the church, and you walk down the road and there's a fire station. They have a local fire department. And then you go on down, there's a school. And then there were some books right past the school. These four that I found. And then you go on around. It's a long walk. There's people selling lemonade and stuff like that too, because everybody gets thirsty out there. And I found this little place on the corner. It was pretty much as far as you could go. And then I found this shitload of books. And I had to walk all the way back with this massive amount of books. I'm going to show you here in a second. But the one past the school, they had Clive Cussler's Medusa for $1. Hardcover. About everything I got today was hardcover. They had The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series, Girl Who Played with Fire, and The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. $2 each. I don't know if I'd like these, but I eventually may get into those. And then the best one they had, Dan Brown, Inferno, hardcover, brand new. Somebody apparently had been reading it and they left a nice little bookmark in here. A metal paperclip one. Ooh, what is this? It's got a little picture on it. Cancer awareness. Breast cancer awareness, it says. Ooh. Maybe I don't want that. See, that kind of fucks up your pages when they do that. It gets all weird. So it's not quite mint condition, but for $2, hell yeah. So I didn't want to pick these up and be carrying them around the whole way, because I had to go all the way to the end of the road still. And then on the way back, I also found this Stephen King Desperation with no cover. Got this for $1. A little bit dirty on the edges, but now I have Regulators and Desperation with no cover. And that's like the main thing about these books is that the covers match. You put them together, it makes one picture. Both of them I have don't have covers. I used to have it. I think I sold it before I moved down to Lexington at the little bookstore that would buy books from you. So then I got to this place that you go around the side and you go into her garage, and she had like a few books scattered around. Then she had this bookshelf. It had like 50 cents on it. I'm like, is everything here 50 cents? And there's another one to the left had like a quarter on it. They're all like hardcover books too, right? Now look over here. You see this big bag full of books? I was like, do you have a box or something I can put these in? She's like, no, I don't have any boxes. And I got some Walmart bags. I was like, okay, that might work. And she had like 3 Walmart bags full. She realized it wasn't going to work. So she got this big trash bag, kind of stretchy. And I started putting them all in that. And like halfway back to the car, like it started ripping. And then I had to, like I couldn't carry them very much farther because I was getting wore out. So I ended up like stashing them behind the pump house for the little fire station I was telling you about. And then I had to go get my truck and then drive back real quick before somebody stole them. It was like, imagine carrying all of this like this. So I'm walking down the road, everybody's staring at me, and I'm carrying this. Plus there's 2 more books in front of me here that goes along with it. And I got all of these. 19 books for $9.25. I was like, here's a 10, keep the change. Like, damn. I don't even know how to get these out of here. Ugh. Okay. What do we have here? So many books. We've got some Dean Koontz. Lightning by Dean Koontz. Pretty much mint condition. Oh, there's a woman's name written on the inside. Alright. We have Margaret Weiss, Master of Dragons. She's the one that wrote all of the good Dragonlance novels with Tracy Hickman. This is like some that she did by herself. There's like a succubus on here hitting a guy in a shield. That's probably pretty good. We have Dean Koontz, Midnight. Nothing on the inside. There could be some like signed copies in here. I don't know. I feel like if somebody had signed copies, they probably wouldn't sell. Another Margaret Weiss, Mistress of Dragons. Cool cover on that one. Man, these are like $1. No, these are 50 cents. These are 50 cents each. I was like, there was one that was like a duplicate. I was like, oh, did I already get that one? I put it back. Probably just should have took it and maybe tried to resell it or something. This one's my favorite, so I'm going to save this one for later. Another Margaret Weiss, Dragon's Son. Look at these covers. He's like doing this, and he's like ripping lightning apart or something. It's got a little sticker on it. No big deal. And then, I saw these David Webbers. This is the one that she had duplicates of. Bolo. This guy writes science fiction. He's got a picture of a guy on a horse next to like a sci-fi tank. So, she must have bought these somewhere else for like $1. Now she's selling them for 50 cents. $25 when it came out retail. A little bit dirty. Not a big deal. John Ringo and Julie Cochran. He's the guy who wrote my favorite trilogy of all time. Callie's War. Sci-fi, military sci-fi. Got some nice tits on there. I mean, this is just fantastic. I don't know if the trilogy he wrote, I've been thinking about that, like the Live and Let Die and Citadel and the Hot Gates. I think I've read some of his other books, like the Posleen Wars, and it didn't really seem like his writing style at all. Like, I wonder if he like had somebody write that trilogy and he put his name to it. Maybe he's not actually the guy who wrote it. Wouldn't that be scandalous? David Weber, The Shadow of Saganami. Holographic foil cover. Kind of. It's not holographic, but it's like a foil cover. David Weber Excalibur alternative. There's a ship coming out of the ocean being sucked up by a spaceship. Pirates in space? Oh my. There's like a knight on the back. Interesting. Greg Bear, famous sci-fi guy, Moving Mars. He had 2 of these too, I think. These the edges are a little bit worn on these jackets. Bentley Little horror writer. I threw it in the ground. Oh wait, is this? Oh, that's my screws from my bookshelves behind me. A little bit torn cover. University, a New Class of Terror. With a little blurb by Stephen King. A master of the macabre. I've got like 4 hardcover Bentley Littles now. I really like the Store Dispatch I've read. This one I got for $0.25. It was like a young adult looking book, but it's like really good quality. The Raven King. Maggie Stiefvater. The Raven Boys. The Dream Thieves. Blue Lily Blue. So maybe this is like book 2 or something. Maybe book 4 in a series. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like this is like book 4 of the Raven Cycle. So if I ever get the rest of that, that'll be there. And we got some old looking Dean Koontz that looks like the Tommyknockers from Stephen King. It's got that same kind of a spine to it. You got Watchers and Strangers. I may have one of these in paperback in my living room. I have to go and look. This one looks like it's got a werewolf in it because it got the claws on his feet. It's about a motel. Then we've got The Ruins of the Earth, Stephen R. Donaldson. I've heard of him. I just saw his name and I'm like 50 cents. I'm like, yeah. I've been wanting some Stephen Donaldson. The Last Chronicles of Thomas Covenant. Is this a big map? Is this book 1 or what are we looking at here? This might be a standalone. It says The Chronicles, so you'd think it would be a part of a series, but I don't know. Clive Barker's Weave World. He writes like really suspenseful horror, kind of like hell kind of stuff, like what's it called? Not Hellgate. Hellraiser type stuff. Really creepy sci-fi author. $18.95 originally. Good savings we're making here, boys. Okay. Got one more David Weber with a free CD inside. Let's see. Oh, well, there's a free CD inside. CD-ROM library, the Windrider's Oath disc. This is the Windrider's Oath. What is the CD? Is it like the audiobook? That's cool. Look at the value and the savings. Put that with you, David Weber. And then we have an author that Brian Lee Durfee has recommended, Robert McCammon. And another guy I think recommended Robert McCammon. This one is a terror horror book called Mine, and it's got some little cutesy like symbols on it, like teddy bears and ducks. I don't know what it's about. This could be a good Halloween book for next year, maybe. Put that right there. And then my favorite book of the find of the day, Robert McCammon, Boy's Life. This is one that was on my actual TBR that I wanted to get. different cover than the one that Durfee showed. He said this book is amazing. It's kind of like in between Stephen King's It and Standalone or Stranger Things kind of a deal where you got a bunch of kids on bicycles and it's like a summer setting and like they do something happens. They find a corpse maybe. Somebody like found like a wrecked car in a lake that has a dead body in it or something like that. Really like kind of a spooky coming of age tale. Boy's life. I've been looking forward to reading this, so. Now that I have shelves, I can put all these books somewhere. I have some sorting to do. Oh my goodness. That's it for today. Tomorrow, there is an auction. It's supposed to have like a ton of books. 10 in the morning, so I may go to that, but it was a woman that had passed away. She had like some cherry furniture and a mahogany table, so I'm thinking it's probably like maybe a set of law books, or there's a bunch of cookbooks it said, but I don't know what the other books are. It says a bunch of sets, so I don't know what kind of woman reads sets of like fantasy or sci-fi, but I might go check it out anyway. Plus the yard sale thing's still going on for tomorrow. I may check out some more yard sales, and then I'm going to be done with buying shit for till December maybe or something. I don't know. I need to stop spending money.